Welcome to this deep dive. Today we're plunging into something, well, truly unique. It's a description of a film called The Trevor Feelgood Movie, a romantic heist.
And what's fascinating is how the source immediately hits you with these specific, almost jarring details, things that seem designed to stand out. It starts by telling us the film was apparently made by Bravo or Men in Motors.
Right, which instantly sets a certain kind of expectation, doesn't it? Maybe a particular niche or a low-budget feel.
Exactly. A certain aesthetic right from the word go.
And then there's the cast list. It opens with Trevor Feelgood as Trevor Feelgood, which is, well, already a statement in itself.
Yeah.
Then you see names like Sue Pollard, Stephen Mulhern, from TV game shows as Nobby Blascock.
Navi Blastcocks, yes. And Dom Jolly as Man with a Big Phone.
Yeah.
And crucially, the source identifies Paul Hollywood, yes, the baker,
Paul Hollywood.
as the villain of the piece Lord Mayotte.
Paul Hollywood as a villain named Lord Mayotte. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. That cast list, mixing these sort of specific British TV personalities, it sets such a precise, almost surreal tone.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a deliberate choice of names that immediately tells you, okay, this isn't your standard Hollywood thing.
Exactly. These specific character names, the casting choices, according to the source writer, they use these cultural reference points to immediately set up a particular kind of movie experience. Probably comedic, definitely off-kilter.
And the setup described in the source is just as bizarre. It contrasts the absurdity of the cast with the surprising mundane reality. Apparently, it starts in a job center in High Wycombe.
The job center, yeah.
Because Trevor's comedy career is, and the source says, going down the shitter.
Yes. That grounding in a very ordinary, relatable frustration. It's a key, I think.
This juxtaposition is fascinating, though. How do you even get from a failing comedy career in a High Wycombe job center?
Right. A setting just steeped in everyday struggle.
To a grand romantic heist.
The source tells us the plot catalyst is Trevor asking Norris from Coronation Street.
Norris from Corey? Really?
Yep, the long-running British soap opera, asking him to help with a bank job.
Okay, again, pulling in a highly specific, almost cozy cultural reference for a crime.
And here's the twist from the source, the twist that defines the title. Trevor isn't stealing diamonds or cash. He is apparently stealing the heart of the security guard, Brenda Harris.
Stealing her heart.
Yes. And the source even gives us the spoiler that Brenda likes Trevor too, but hasn't told him.
Okay, so stealing a heart is the literal heist target. That definitely cements the romantic comedy core, doesn't it? But the source frames it using crime language. It's a bank job, a heist.
Mm-hmm. It's that unexpected pairing of a criminal act with an emotional goal. That seems to define the premise described here. Incredibly memorable techniques, maybe unconventional, but memorable. Remember the description of the love scene?
Oh, yes.
The source calls it the best love scene ever, better than any porn film on Pornhub, and then compares the physical action explicitly to any gymnast or Gabby Logan.
Comparing a love scene to a gymnast or Gabby Logan, who's known for sports presenting, that level of specific, unexpected, slightly outrageous comparison, it's designed to stick in your mind, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And the climax they describe, a big fight scene on top of Buckingham Palace.
Right, with Trevor hanging off the side like Tiny Tom Cruise.
Tiny Tom Cruise. And telling Brenda he wants her babies. It just mashes together action movie tropes and these big romantic declarations. It's unforgettable, as described.
And finally, the source writer places this film up there with Bridget Jones. Mad About the Boy.
Which is a striking comparison. I mean, on the surface, Bridget Jones feels worlds away from Paul Hollywood fighting on Buckingham Palace.
It does.
What might that comparison imply, according to the source writer? Maybe a similar blend of, relatable romantic struggle with chaotic comedy, just executed wildly differently.
It certainly provides a potential frame of reference for the tone, maybe the emotional core the writer saw, placing it alongside a known, if perhaps uneven romantic comedy follow-up.
So we've seen how this one description uses specific names, bizarre plot points, outrageous comparisons, all to paint this vivid picture. It relies on unexpected details and these jarring juxtapositions to make its points land hard.
Which raises an important question, I think. When you read or hear a description of something, a movie, a product, whatever, what makes it stand out to you? Is it the big picture summary, or is it these kinds of highly specific, sometimes bizarre details?
Yeah, that's a great point. If just reading this description of the Trevor Feelgood movie, a romantic heist, is so vivid, so memorable, What does that tell us about the power of unexpected, specific details in any kind of storytelling or information sharing? What other wild summaries or descriptions have you encountered that stick with you just as much, purely because of their sheer specificity or absurdity?